So many people don't realize or understand how CVT transmissions work. Here we have a CVT transmission, and they act a little funny. They're not like your normal or average transmission. Okay, these are for fuel economy, to keep the RPMs from flaring up under normal acceleration. Now we're talking normal acceleration like an eighth to a quarter, maybe 3/8 throttle, anything less than a half throttle, because once you go half throttle or more, you're doing nothing but heating up your transmission fluid and causing damage to your tranny. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all an example on what that looks like, how these act. As long as you're picking up speed and there's no vibration or crazy shifting or such like that, then you should be good. So let's go for a test drive and see how it acts. So driving this vehicle, I will demonstrate to y'all exactly what the customers complain about. Now they're complaining that the RPM does not go above 2 RPM, right? 2000 RPM, that they have to push the gas harder in order to speed up. But if y'all notice, I'm gaining speed and my RPM is not increasing. That is due to the pulleys inside the transmission changing gear ratios as I'm speeding up. That is to maximize fuel economy and minimize high engine RPM that will cause greater fuel consumption, greater heat, and by customers wanting to do that number to speed up, all you're doing is revving the engine up, wasting gas, and of course heating up the transmissions. Now, if anybody knows anything about CVT transmissions, CVT transmissions do not like heat. Okay, that is why we have dual coolers on most of these CVT transmissions on full-size vehicles. So just because your RPM isn't going high or moving up doesn't necessarily mean there is something wrong with your transmission or your vehicle. Where you do want to be concerned is if that RPM is going up and your speed isn't going up, and or you're trying to accelerate. Oh, and this has some vibration to it while it's slowing down. And you're trying to accelerate, right? And you're slightly pressing the throttle, about an eighth to a quarter throttle. RPM is staying steady, and look at that speed just rising. Nissans are fuel economy vehicles, guys. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with this vehicle, and that is up to me to explain that to the customer so that they are not aware, or so that they don't think that they have so that they don't think that there is an issue with this vehicle further down the road. Now, of course, we're known for the judder, we're known for the slipping. So if your RPM is doing some weird stuff, and or your speed is not increasing as you're trying to increase speed, then that's where you definitely have an issue with your transmission. Now, in certain circumstances, as right here where I'm about to accelerate, we will have an automatic transmission shift feel. That is as we are increasing speed rapidly. So we do have some fake shifts within the transmission to give us that maximum power, that max torque output, that max horsepurs. But that is the only time that these transmissions will give you a shift-like feel, is under heavy acceleration or heavy load, to generate or rapidly change the gear ratios. And then now we're in a different vehicle, and just like that other one, because this is an Altima and the other one was an Altima, I'll do a slightly faster acceleration. Y'all see that? It's holding about 3K RPM, and our speed is still climbing. Okay, I can't speed in this. Oh my goodness, this one needs some frenos. Some front frenos. They are shaking while braking. All right, guys, I gotta get back to the shop. All right, this will be it for this video. If y'all liked it, man, please sub and follow. And there's a whole bunch of information that'll be leaked on this channel and on this page. So again, like, follow, share, subscribe, do what you got to do, and we will catch y'all on the next video. Let's go.
I got this vehicle that does not want to start. I'm not trying to push it into the shop over yonder.
So I'm gonna use this method. I'm gonna see if it'll work, because supposedly there's no communication to TCM because the harness is all messed up, and we're actually gonna put a harness in it. I did not diagnose this. It came in for this. The car next to it has a bullet hole. And so as you see, no park neutral. I see some key error, whatever. Yeah, it's not reading park neutral, so it's not allowing the vehicle to start. So with the power invested in my power probe, let's jump it. I am not pushing this bad boy in. Let's go. Understanding electricals will get you a little further in life, guys. And this thing was towed-in. Had they had me from the jump, I would have been able to get it started and drive it in. And just like that, we're in the shop. Didn't even have to break a sweat aside from sweating inside the hot-ass car because I had to limp this thing in. But I got it in under its own power. All right, guys. Y'all see this? Y'all hear it? Y'all see it? We got this thing running. Didn't have to do no jumpy at the IPDM to the starter. Somebody was asking me if I grounded that. No, I did not ground that. I actually sent power. So the IPDM has a relay in it, and then that's how it sends power down to the starter solenoid. So rather than trying to find the starter solenoid way down there, I didn't have no tools with me. So I just go from there, jump it with power, it sends power straight to the solenoid and cranks this up with the key on. So don't think y'all can go out there and try and do anything funky. You have to have the key on in order for it to start, because then the coils ain't gonna fire, injectors ain't gonna fire. It's just a quick little thing that I learned on my own. I would do what I had to do to avoid at all costs having to push a vehicle several feet. So that was my quick tip, and of course we got this thing running. This harness was not too bad, and the old one's down right there. And as y'all see, I got my park neutral position back. Still got the iKey system error. I got to clear those codes. I still got to do my multi-point, but I just wanted to get the harness done and make sure that that was going to fix it before I try to recommend anything else. I saw a lot of stuff that I need to just recommend. If they buy it, they buy it. If they don't, they don't. Just gotta make sure I recommend.
Feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gonna feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me